Hey there folks, Jack with River Cat Blues. It's been a while since I've been able to get a fishing video in. I've been pretty sick. I caught the COVID, went in the hospital for 5 days, missed 17 days of work. It was not fun. I had no idea that stuff was that powerful. You know, a lot of my coworkers were getting it and I'm like, if I get it, that's all right. I'll go fishing. I'll do all kinds of stuff while I'm off work because they quarantine us for 10 days. This will be all right. I'll get some fishing in. Woo, was I wrong? I tell you, I don't want no more of that stuff. But anyway, today's video, I decided I have to do a video. I can't get on the water yet. About another week, I think I'll be good to go. But I'm going to show some rods and reels, some different equipment that me and the boys use a lot on catfishing. Maybe it'll help some of you decide maybe something that you need or would like to try. Maybe not, I don't know. But I've got a few rods back here behind me on the wall here. We ain't gonna look at all of them, but I'll pick some of them up. I've got some 17, 18 of them up here on the front wall. Just a collection I've had for years. I mean, I've been fishing since, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna say how old I am again, but I've probably been fishing for 50 years. 50 years probably. So a lot of this has been collected through the years. I got way too much stuff, but I just like fishing equipment. Some of it's my dad's, probably quite a bit of it is my dad's. But anyway, let's just dive into it. Show a few things, see what you guys think of it. You might hate the equipment I got. I use a Boo Garcia Daiwa Cast King here lately. I've been using some of that pin. Ugly sticks, of course. A lot of different rods, so let's check some stuff out. Okay, let's go up here to the front wall. You have to excuse my barn. It is a mess, but let's go up here to the front wall and I'll kind of show you how I've situated some of these rods and reels. All I did here, just took PVC pipe, 1.5 inches for most of it. Some of it's 2 inch. If you've got a really big base, sometimes you'll have to use a 2 inch. This is just conduit clamps right here, plastic ones. Since there's not much stress, I didn't figure any need to go metal. But if you double stack them, if you've got a barn, even if you don't, if you're just gonna put them on the wall, if you kind of double stack them like this, you can get a lot more in a tight space. And this is not a really wide space right here. And it just gets your rods up out of the way, gets them up on the wall, and you can come in and you can actually, I haven't did it yet, but you can actually get you a black magic marker, label it right here. Maybe put, you know, a Boo Garcia 6500C or 7-foot ugly stick or whatever you want to write on there. And then if you want to put it in the exact same spot when you come back, it's all labeled for you. Okay, I'm gonna move this aluminum boat out of the way. I keep my boats in the barn here. Big fiberglass one is here. I'm just gonna pull this one up out of the way and we'll take a look at some of those rods right up here. See what we got. Move them around pretty easily on concrete. We'll just get this one plumb up out of here so we can get back here and see what's going on. Well, I forgot to unplug my trolling motor, so it pulled away from the wall. That's all right. This is just another way right here that you can do it if you want to store your rods. I've got these actually down on the ground. Just kind of show you here. We'll do just a little drive-by here, a little sneak preview here. I just got them all up against the wall here. This one here is what I put my GoPro rod in. I'll show you that later. But you can just kind of get them plumb up out of the way. And we'll check some of these rods out too. So let's pull some of these off the wall. I'll show you some of my favorites and we'll go from there. Okay, this one right here is probably actually one of my favorite rods. I had this one custom made this year, and it's really a nice looking rod, I think. He put my name on it there, River Cat Blues. We'll get it down and take a peek at it. See what you think of it. This is a Trophy Cat Edition Blank. I'll talk about the reel here in a minute. It's made by Bloodline Catfish Tackle. He's made a couple rods for me. He's on Facebook. Really cool wrapping job he did here. Blue is my favorite color. We went blue and white. River Cat Blues. Just put a little logo there for me. Try to do this here as quick as I can. But this rod here, I really like it. I really like it. It's a heavy rod. We're gonna put this one in some action. Saltist right here, 30. Love these reels. Very fast retrieve. I believe it's 6.1 to 1. Might be 6.4. I haven't even looked, but excellent reels. These Daiwa Saltist, you cannot go wrong with these. I have 40s, I have 50s. These are great reels. So you might check this out. If you're into custom rods, he can get you any blanks you want. Definitely recommend Bloodline Catfish Tackle. Okay, let's put this one back up. Because you guys see me use the Cast King 10s and 20s quite a bit. I'll go ahead and pull this rod down and we'll take a quick peek at this one. This is the Tangling with Catfish TWC rods. Very good rods. Some of the best as far as I'm concerned. I've had these under some tremendous stress and no issues whatsoever. So let's take this one up real quick to the table and check it out. You can't go wrong with these rods. Again, I have a Daiwa Saltist 30 on here. Covers. I use covers a lot. Not every rod and reel do I have a cover on it, but some of the better reels, that brand new ones or old ones that I don't want to get messed up, scratched up or whatever, I'll stick a cover on there. You can use any cover. It's just get you a real cover and help protect these. Keeps water and dirt, grime, everything off of them. So let's put this one back and go check another one out. Grab another one here. Ugly Stick Tiger. Ugly Sticks. Man, I've used them since the early 80s. It's just, you can't get no stronger, I should say, for the money. You can't get anything any better, any stronger than an Ugly Stick. I just believe that firmly. I might be wrong. There could be some stuff out there I've never used, don't know about, but all through the years, Ugly Sticks has been my go-to rod. I have never broke one. You can break rods. I mean, you do something to it, you really try to break it, you're gonna break the rod. But under normal, stressful conditions, Ugly Sticks. I won't have anything else as far as taking to the river, throwing it in the mud, beating it up, throwing it in the back of the truck, getting huge fish on it, getting huge rocks on them. I've got some big rocks. Ugly Sticks. This is another Daiwa Saltist. I am not taking the covers off everything. This is the Ugly Stick Tiger. I bought this rod several years ago. They still make these rods. Some of the best rods you can get for strength. For catfishing, you just can't beat them. Put the Ugly Stick Tiger back up. I want to show you a couple of the bank rods that we use. I use taller rods when we're using the bank rods. Oh, I had this little piece of paper stuck in there to hold the rod straighter. Sometimes they don't fit up good against the wall. I'll just put something in there to kind of shim them, make them straight. Yeah, I know I don't need to be straight, but that's just the way I am. I just want everything the way I want it. But anyway, let's go check this rod out. Actually, I can probably do it right here. This is a custom meat hunter. I believe this rod is a 10-footer. I don't know what we got on here. I can't remember what. Okay, we have the Daiwa C-line on that one. The Daiwa C-line. Excellent reels, Daiwas. They're a lot faster than the Abu Garcias. I have a ton of Abu Garcias, but the Daiwas are just a lot faster, especially if you're trying to come over rocks, over a ledge. I believe this one's a 6.1 to 1 is what this one is. This is a 40 size. The line is either 40 or 50, I can't remember. But this is a really good setup from the bank. Stick it in your rod holders. You can take an 8, 9, 10 foot, even a 12-foot rod, and you can cast it a country mile. You can get them out there. So that's basically why we use the bigger rods on the rivers when we're going for the bigger fish. You know, flatheads, blue cats, that type of stuff. Channel cat's totally different. Most of the channel cat rods are up on the front wall. We'll check some of that stuff out here in just a minute. Let's put this one back. All right, let's go ahead and back in there. Show you another bank rod, surf type rod. This is an ugly stick, 12 foot. I believe it's a big water. Let me double check here. Ugly stick, big water, yes. It's a 12-foot big water surf rod is what it is. I think I just got the Shakespeare ATS 30 on here. It's a conventional reel, not level one. But this rod, I've had this for several years too. But this has really been under some stress. And it has held. I mean, I can't tell you how much stuff that we've put, me and the boys, that we put through. This rod's been through. It's held up. I really like it for throwing distance. You can get this one, you can wind up with this one, and you can let it rip. And it will rip, trust me, it will go. But this is a good one. I don't know if they make this one anymore. I know they make 12-footers. I just don't know if they make the big water, but it doesn't matter. You get a 12-foot rod. I've got another one right here. This is another 12-foot rod. This is a meat hunter, 12-foot. You can throw them yards and yards and yards. So let me throw this one back in here. And let's check another one out. Got it in there. Let's drop down to a smaller size here. Let's drop down to a smaller size. We're still going to do some ugly sticks. This is the Ugly Stick Charter Boat Series. I do not believe they make these anymore. You might be able to find one of these on eBay. This is a little rod. This is a little 6-footer. Back up here. Little 6-foot rod. These rods are just awesome too. They're just stronger than crap. This is a medium heavy, but it's heavy. It's a heavy little rod. I believe the real Ambassador Abu Garcia 9000. I believe this one is the 9000. I don't know if they make the 9000s anymore either, but like I said, eBay, you can pick a lot of stuff up. You see right there, it's a 9000. Abu Garcia are great. It's my go-to reels. I've used them, like I said, since the 80s. It's a lot of people like the Abu Garcias. A lot of people hate the Abu Garcias. You might be in between. You're either on one side or the other. I'm on, I love them. I've just used them for years. I use other stuff like the Daiwas and the Cast Kings. I haven't had any issues with Cast Kings. We're gonna show some of those here in a minute, but Abu Garcia is just my go-to. It's just my go-to. Okay, real quick, another piece of paper, probably got one in there too, yep. Real quick, I want to show these rods and reels real quick. This is an 8-foot custom ugly stick. This is a heavy rod. This is a heavy, heavy rod. I have a Penn 309 on here. This reel was actually one of my dad's reels. Penn 309s and 209s have been around a long time. You can't go wrong with one of them. They're a cheaper reel. They don't cost a lot. This one, I imagine, is made in the USA. I'm pretty, yes, right there it is. Made in the USA. Hopefully you can see that. Most of the pins were. I don't know if they all are. Maybe some of the newer stuff isn't, but it's all old. I've got all old stuff. Some of these have been rebuilt. I have went in and put new stuff in them. This one, I believe, is an original. I just don't use this one that much. One of my dad's last reels that he had. Put this one up real quick. Put this paper in there real quick here in a minute. Let's hurry up. Get this thing going. Another one of my dad's reels. Ocean City. I don't know if very many of you have even heard of Ocean City, but this reel was probably purchased, I'm saying, in the late 60s, I'm guessing. It's maybe early 70s. I don't know for sure. I don't even have any line on this one. I used to fish with this just a little bit. I just don't want anything to happen to these old reels. This is my dad's reel, and I just don't want anything to happen to it. So usually if I use this rod, I'll take this reel off and put it on the shelf. But I just got it up here right now just to like I said, I collect stuff. I got it on display. So, but I've used several of these. I have some 922s that are older. My dad had those too. And I do use them. These are really good reels. If you can pick one up somewhere off eBay probably. These are really good reels. You can rebuild them. Still get some stuff for this. You can get more than one reel. A lot of times I'll buy 2 or 3 older reels off of eBay to build one of my dad's up if something goes wrong with it. I'll just buy some old reels. You can get them cheap and then just go inside and get what you need. Put them in your other reel. You're ready to go. Oh my gosh. All right. Another one. Let's do this one real quick. The Daiwa Sea Line. This is an older one. Daiwa Sea Line. I got this on a little Akuma rod, just a little low stand-up rod. A lot of times we'll stick this right over the side of the boat, just stick it in, let her go straight down if you're in 40, 50 foot, 60, whatever you're in the river. And then big old blue cat comes along, flathead. There he goes, you got him. And this is a good strong rod. It's a good strong rod. Real quick, the handle on this one broke, come off. All I did was go to Lowe's, bought a cabinet handle. I believe, I can't remember what it cost, wasn't much, but you can put handles back on these. I've got a video that I kind of showed how to do this, so you might want to look that up. But that's all this is a cabinet handle, and you can get them on here and they work great. These are good reels, these old Daiwas. You pick up some Daiwa reels, excellent reels too. All right, I'm done. We'll do some catfish reels up front now. Most of these are channel cat, small blue cat, that type of stuff, rods and reels. If we're going for really big fish, if we're going for the big fish and you're using huge baits or whatever, and you're actually targeting big fish, most of those rods are up there where we just came from the big fish wall. That's just what we call it, the big fish rod wall. That ain't been there all that long. We just kind of organized some stuff. we needed some stuff organized. But anyway, right here, this is basically everything smaller fish. A lot of 5500s, Abu Garcia, 6500s, 4500s, a lot of different stuff right in this area. I'm just going to show you some stuff real quick. We're going to pull this one off and take it to the table. This is just a old black ugly stick here that's had forever. I don't know when I bought this one, but we've had this one a long time. But anyway, I want to show you here. This is the 5500 series, 5600 series are about the exact same size. I believe this one is an older one that was made in Sweden. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can just read it there. Made in Sweden. Now some of these newer rods are reels. Some of the newer reels are made in China. I usually try to buy the older stuff, and then we just rebuild it if we have to. If we have to redo it, we just redo it. But these 5500, 6500 series, this is what we use a lot for the channel cats and smaller blues or whatever. And these things are just little tanks. I mean, we try to take care of our stuff. Like I said, a lot of stuff we put covers on, but a lot of these older reels are beat up anyway when we buy them. And we just, you know, they're tanks. I mean, you just throw them in the back of your truck and you just throw them on top of each other and you take off, and you really don't care what they look like as long as they work when you're ready for them to work. Okay, I went ahead and pulled another rod down too. So we got two of them sitting here. These are both 6500s. Or, well, actually, this is a 6500 right here. And this one here is a 6600 C5 Mag X. Now these 6500s and 6600s are identical in size and everything, just different numbers for different models. But you cannot go wrong with this with these little 6500 series. They're just, to me, they're just not a whole lot out there any better or stronger, from what I've found anyway. Now I'm sure there's going to be, you know, people argue, and that's fine, and there may be stuff even better than what I've ever used out there. But this is just years and years and years of use and no issues. I mean, we will rebuild them if, you know, the drags go out or whatever, or level winds. But as far as serious issues, zero, none. Now this here, get this out of the way here. This here is the Ugly Stick Catfish. You can go to Walmart right now and buy this rod right here, this exact rod, and they are great. We've had these for years too. The Ugly Stick Catfish has been around for a few years now, and they're a medium heavy rod. They're not a heavy rod. They are going to bend, but they are just so strong. I mean, and you can just throw them anywhere. I mean, we've rolled them up in windows, and some bad stuff has happened, but no serious issues with them. I mean, I don't know. For the money, I just don't think you can be an Ugly Stick, people. These covers right here, these are just Bass Pro covers. These don't cost much of anything at all. They'll fit the 6500s and the 5500s, and just, you know, if you got some reels that you're trying to take care of, get you some of these covers, and they'll look nice, and then you don't have to worry about them throwing them on top of each other. Like I said, some of the stuff we buy off eBay's been beat up anyway. Who cares, right? All right. Okay, I pulled another one down real quick here. This is actually a you can read it there. It's a 5600, and like I said, the 55, 56, the 65, 66, in between those models, there's not a whole lot of difference at all. It just, width here is the main thing, spool width. But these are really, really good reels. I think this is a Pro Rocket, made in Sweden. I can't say enough about these. They're just little tanks, I'm telling you, little tanks. Okay, I pulled 3 more rods down. This is my last 3 I'm gonna talk about. And the reels mainly is what I want to talk about, and that is the Abu Garcia 7000s. I have more of these 7000s than probably I do any other type of Abu Garcia. this reel, this size of reel is perfect for your bigger fish, and you can still target your small fish with this. But these are my babies right here. These 7,000s, I have used these for so many years. That's the Catfish Special there. Now that's a little newer reel here. This one isn't very old at all. But these, I'm telling you, Abu Garcia 7,000s are work horses. I mean, just tremendous reels. Don't forget your covers, people. I know I keep preaching about it, but these will keep these reels out of everything, including scratches. All right, folks, that's just gonna about do it for me today. This is a 4,500, 4,600 series. They're a lot more narrower. This is an older reel, but Abu Garcia, like I said, a lot of people hate them, and that's fine, but I am not one of them that do. I love them. But there is a lot of good reels out there. Penn makes some good stuff, real good stuff. Daiwa, there's some newer stuff I'm not sure about. There's like PC Fun. The Cast King, I didn't really get in, but here's one right here. The Cast Kings, I just really started using them heavy this year. I've had this reel for 2 or 3 years. This is a Recon 20. I've been really using them a lot in my videos lately, trying to see if I can get one to break, quit, stop, whatever. I am keeping oil on them. I'm keeping them clean. I'm not trying to run them dry and abuse them. I'm just trying to use the crap out of them to see if they're going to hold up to the type of fishing that we're doing. So far, 0 issues. So the Cast King, at this point, I would recommend, especially for the price entry, these reels are definitely under 100. Probably some of them are around maybe even 60 or 70. That's not much money. Is it PC Fun? I'm not sure if it's PC Fun or however they pronounce that. I've heard some good stuff about them. I don't have one, but I have heard some good stuff about them. So there's a lot of reels out there to check out. But the Abu Garcias, I've checked them out since the 80s. I don't need to check them out anymore. I'm going to keep using them. So until next time, hopefully we're going to be on the water here real soon. This is Jack with River Cat Blues. Rods down, people. Keep fishing, keep going, rods down.